Hi everyone, thanks for coming back. If you're new, hello and welcome. I'm glad you found me. We're doing the 1010 portal reading today. Excuse me. So I unretired the First Light Tarot deck. It's one of my favorite decks. It was on hiatus for a while, sitting in salt and getting all clean. This deck is all photos from the Hubble Space Telescope. Sorry about my squeaky chair. What I did was I went through the deck, I found the portal card, and I pulled the card in front of it and behind it, and that's how we're going to read the portal energy. So the card behind it was the card that the energy we're coming from was the death card. Change, okay? Then we have the portal, which is the clarifiers are going to be what we're going to experience within the portal. And then the card in front of it is where we're headed to. Now, I have to admit that the deck showed off in its first time out in a long time, and it really blew my mind that the Fool came out for that new position, and then in the clarifiers for the Fool, the new energy we're going towards, Fool energy. Part of the clarifiers was the Fool. So yeah, the decks have been impressing me lately. So what we're coming through is a change. The death card. This is Scorpio energy, ruled by Pluto, the transformer. This is absolutely the correct energy to be on this side of the portal because it's something that we're leaving behind. It's something that we're putting to rest. It's something that is leading to a rebirth. And then on the other side of it, we have the Fool. I mean, that was amazing to me. So the clarifiers for the death card. We have, again, the Seven of Pentacles. That energy is really coming through in the readings. I shuffle, like I said, I shuffle off camera, but I shuffle the heck out of the deck. I split it. I do it 9 different times. I smudged it. I did everything. I shuffled the heck out of the deck because I don't want it to look like I'm not shuffling well, and that's why these cards keep recurring, right? But I shuffle off camera because it's loud in the microphone. Again, we've got the Seven of Pentacles. This is what we're leaving behind, though. So this is so the 3 we got for the Death card, the Seven of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords on the backside, and the World on the backside. The World is a good. I thought this was amazing because the World is a good card to have because it is talking about a portal. It's the ending of one cycle and the beginning of a new one. In the ending of this cycle with the World card, this is when we get our due, we get our reward, right? So excuse me. But on the reverse side, it's talking about marking milestones and proceeding unburdened. And then what is the first card with under the Fool? We got the Fool, and the Fool talks about going forward to a new cycle with no baggage from the old. Okay? It even talks about that on the portal card. Huh. So yeah, we're discussing leaving behind baggage and going forward unburdened. So the change is having to do with some kind of loss. So we're going to learn from something we lost. That Seven of Pentacles again, him staring at that dry ass bush, right? Waiting for those, waiting for the fruit to fall. But there's no life in that plant anymore. So he might just be waiting for something that's not going to come. It's also talking about strategizing new methods and making a new plan and beginning again. So again, we have the energy of starting something new. I feel like this is the energy of cutting your losses, right? This is Virgo energy. The Seven of Pentacles is in the middle, so it's Virgo energy. And we are in Virgo season. Technically, the sun is still in Virgo in sidereal astrology. And it does designate the time of year where we are harvesting things. So this may be looking back on things that we tried to plant in the year and nothing came of them, or very little, where it's kind of a disappointing harvest. So this person is sitting there with the shovel like, well, how do I plan for the future? What did I learn from this going wrong? What did you learn from the things that went right also? Okay. Yes, this is learning from loss and mistakes, but that doesn't exclude the idea that there were successes also. It's just that this also is a card of maybe dwelling on what has gone wrong, but it doesn't necessarily exclude the fact that things did go right. So we have to look and strategize, um, um, be thankful for what went right and learn from those things, and be thankful for what didn't go right and learn from those too. Next time around, you're going to be way smarter and way more prepared. That's also a theme that has been running through the energy lately, is the idea of preparedness. Okay, so the death, the change, the transformation, the new life. This is an end of a cycle where we're learning from our mistakes, we're learning from our losses. We need to strategize new methods for the new cycle, make a new plan, and begin again. Underneath that, we have the Nine of Swords on the reverse. This is actually good energy, because he's getting up from his bed, the bed in which he had no peace, right? And he's realizing that the swords that are in front of him are an illusion. That's mental energy that is blocking you, okay? What torments us more sometimes than our own brains, our own minds? It keeps us in stagnation. It can keep us in doubt, in fear, in anxiety. That's all up in the brain. So that's what this mental energy is. But he's getting up from that restless night, those nightmares, and he swung his legs over and he's looking out the window at the morning, and the sun is shining through, and he realizes that he can see a new dawn just on the other side of that, of those swords. And indeed, it's like when you wake up from a dream and it's kind of still in front of you, like these swords are, but they're fading away. That's what's happening here. There's a beautiful wake up after a time of great anxiety. So this is darkness, is behind you. There's a breakthrough here, and you finally feel like things are getting better. So whatever this was that didn't come to fruition really played with our mental stress. Now we're coming to the dawn. I heard the event horizon that's in utter sorry, I'm stuttering. I'm getting a lot of images. The portal card is represented by a black hole, and the edge of the black hole, the precipice, the last breath before you're consumed by the portal, is that last breath before going in. So that's what I feel like this Nine of Swords is telling us. It gets better. It's like that first, the last breath before the nightmares dissipate. Okay. And then underneath that, you've got that world in the reverse. This is a milestone, and a milestone is definitely portal energy because you're going through to a new phase. So mark this milestone. Give yourself credit. Um, Give yourself credit not only for your successes, but for the mistakes that you're learning from. Give yourself credit for any growth that you're going through. Give yourself credit for defending yourself, okay? And then proceed unburdened. I love this. The next energy here is the portal energy. What can we expect inside this portal? So we do have the Four of Cups, and this is a feeling of dwelling on disappointment. Again, if we read it across the top, You've got the Seven of Pentacles, that learning from loss. You've got the Four of Cups, dwelling on disappointment, and then you have the Fool energy, stepping into something new. So inside the portal energy, we're still going to be in this little cocoon kind of moment of dwelling on what happened, dwelling on anything we've lost, the disappointment. But if you stay stuck on this shore, looking at the cups that have been spilled, this is water energy, this is emotional energy, this is feelings and instincts and habits and how you love, your heart. So there may have been disappointment here, but you can't get stuck on the shore lamenting the loss, because then you're going to miss the next boat, literally miss the next boat. Okay. Underneath that, we've got a Knight of Swords. This is the backside of the Knight. So he's not quite in his upright energy. This is somebody who's quick to argue and very impulsive, a fighter, not a lover. This is somebody who has a barely tamed nature. And then we have the Three of Wands, anticipation, departing for something in the future, or preparing. See, there's the preparation, preparing for something in the future at a distance. And again, prepare. Yeah, so I feel like the idea, we're going to be dwelling in this energy of thinking that our opportunity has passed us, thinking that it was wasted. And I feel there's going to be a little bit of temperament problem here in the portal. And this could even just be dealing with ourselves, but that Knight of Swords energy is very fast moving energy. The air signs are the fast thinkers, right? The intellect. um I don't know where my stuttering comes from, but yeah. It is Libra energy, but it's Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, so that could be somebody that you're going to be dealing with in the portal, within the 2 weeks of the portal, or an energy that you're going to find yourself in. You're maybe going to be pulling on the air energy in your chart, wherever that may be. Or this could be an air sign person coming in, a young Libra, or an adult but unmarried. Usually is how they rate um, the age groups here. Like pages can be young people or young energy. Um, Knights are energy that is a little older but still unmarried and unsettled. And then the kings are the middle-aged, older, married and above. So we have an adult, young adult, like between 20 and 30, air sign here, or somebody who's unmarried, right, untethered. And this person is coming in raging. I feel like this energy is going to be the viewer's energy. Because when I was looking at this before, it was like, let me think here. It was that fighting your corner energy, because you're here with the Four of Cups, dwelling on disappointment and fear that you're gonna miss, but you're gonna miss your next ship if you keep dwelling on this disappointment. So somebody goes into this Knight of Swords energy, very quick to move, very quick to fight, very quick to fight their corner in anticipation for this new future. Someone's gearing up for a fight. I don't know if it's you or somebody that you're going to be meeting, somebody that you're going to be interacting with, but I feel like whoever is gearing up for a fight is coming from an energy of loss or lack, or fear of missing out again. Okay? That's what they're going to be somebody's going to be processing in the portal energy, the 1010. Let's see. 1010 to about 1020, 25-ish, because then halfway through halfway through towards the 11:11 portal, then the energy starts shifting. So I usually give it about 2 weeks. So in this 2 week time frame, someone's going to be in an energy of dwelling on disappointment, okay? But that's going to put them in that Knight of Swords energy. I'm not letting this happen again. I'm going forward. This is somebody who's riled up. This may be somebody who's argumentative. So be careful that within the portal energy, while you're supposed to be healing and growing, that you're not just getting bitter, all right? Prepare for the next step, because you might be blinded by this anger about missing out, about the disappointment that you've just been through. You're dwelling on the negative too much. You should be preparing for what's coming, okay? And what's coming here on the other side of the portal is full energy twice. Voyager spacecraft represents the Fool in this deck, one of my favorite combinations on the cards. Voyager is way out past the outskirts of the solar system. It was launched in the 70s. It is still reporting back information. It's still being fixed, even with that old equipment that they had to save. It's a pioneer energy. It's forging ahead into the dark unknown with just a little bit that you have, making the best of it. Remember, that went up in what, the 70s? 75, 71, I don't even remember. But Voyager went up about 50 years ago with 50-year-old equipment. So no matter what you have, with the Fool energy, they go forward with no baggage, just the bare ass basics, the bare necessities. Okay? And this is being bold and taking a leap of faith, no baggage, no expectations. The only thing the Fool carries with into the new cycle is in that satchel. And in that satchel is a cup, a sword, and a pentacle, one of each. And it's all attached to the one wand. And that's all he's taking, okay? And he's looking towards that morning again, that new day, the morning that was peeking through on the Nine of Swords in the reverse. A new state of mind, a new state of being. And it may seem cold and barren for the moment because there's nothing planted yet. There's nothing there yet. You're just barely getting there in the Fool energy. The Fool's number is 0. So that's nothing. It's nothing, yet it could be everything. 0 represents the cosmic egg that hasn't burst forth yet. Everything, every possibility is enclosed in it, but you won't know, you won't be able to experience anything until it starts, right? That's the energy of the Fool. It's all possibilities, but none yet. Okay, just stepping forth like Voyager energy. Underneath that, you have the Six of Wands, success. It's praise and recognition. It's a job well done. You're being seen, you're being encouraged, okay? Step forward into success. And then you have the Six of Pentacles. Now, this is a little bit concerning, and I'll tell you why. Because on the back side, it would mean noble intentions and charity. But on the front side, this is strings attached. So I feel like in the future, what we're going towards, not only are we going towards a new beginning and assured success, but we may be attracting somebody who wants to work with us, wants to be a benefactor, wants to invest. He has a little, but it might be with strings attached. Okay? So be careful that you're not the one in that energy, that you're too possessive of whatever you have, that you are generous but with an agenda. There's an energy here of being generous with an agenda. Okay? Buying someone's love, buying someone's loyalty. Don't let anybody buy your loyalty, okay? This Six of Cups is generosity, but with control attachment issues, okay? So be careful that that's not your energy, but you may be running into somebody who wants to be a benefactor or work with you, but their generosity is a little bit sus, okay? I gotta call it like I see it. But there's a lot of good potential for some success here. Just um, beware of the pitfalls along the way. Beware of getting stuck in your own head. It's gonna happen, okay? I'm not gonna say um, don't. How do I put this? All I can do is say what I'm seeing, like the warning would be. Okay? There's the energy of being stuck in your head. That's fine. We all go through that, through those times where we're kind of cocooning away. I don't have the hermit here, so it's not introspection. This is just a time frame in the next few weeks where we're going to be dwelling on that disappointment. Let's see, how else can I read this? Let's go across the way. Nine of Swords, Knight of Swords, success. Okay, that's overcoming. That's overcoming mental stress and being successful. I love that. Okay. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah. Leaving behind what is done, whether it worked or not. Learning from it. Maybe dwelling in it. But don't stay there because you'll miss the boat to go on to a new cycle. You got the Fool here. So in the future, you're stepping into something new. The World. Anticipation. The Three of Wands. And there's that Six of Pentacles. Something might not be equitable here. We've got the World, which is the milestone and proceeding unburdened. We've got the Three of Wands of anticipation and preparing for something better in the future. And then we get to the future here, and there's some generosity here, but with strings attached. Just control issues here. Somebody may be in a position to be generous, but they feel like they have to control themselves. Or I feel like, yeah, that's what I feel the most in the collective are going to be experiencing. Coming into being in a place where you can be generous, but you have to be. There's an exchange here. Generous, but expecting something in return. So that's not necessarily bad. I know the card is warning about it being a form of control bought with compassion, right? But there's also a way to look at it where it's self-control. Okay, self-control. You only have 6. This might be up from the 4. The 4 of Pentacles is somebody who's very miserly because you only have 4. So you're not in a position to share with anybody else. The 5 of Pentacles is complete loss. You totally lost what you were doing. So you have to start over. Now you're at the 6 of Pentacles, which is regaining what you had lost, but you have maybe a little bit, but not enough to share. So whatever you invest in something else, you want to see that return. So you're controlling yourself on what you invest in because you know that there's what's the word? Stipulations here. I'll give to this if there's an equal return. Right? That's my agenda. I'm only going to invest in what's going to come back to me. Because on the other side of the 6 of Pentacles, it's talking about charity. You're not a charity anymore, right? It's talking about distribution of resources for the greater good. But on the backside, it's talking about, look, I'm not going to invest in something that's not going to come back, return my investment. Because we started with the 7 of Pentacles, which was betting on something and losing. So now we're backtracking at the end here where we're not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to bet on something. Gambling doesn't necessarily return your investment. So this Six of Pentacles energy is like, I'm only investing in what I know will give me a good return. Okay? So you have to, somebody's coming into the energy of controlling themselves and what they invest in. Okay? Because, and I heard, because they respect the success that they accomplished with the World card and the Seven of Pentacles. Remember, I was telling you in the Seven of Pentacles, it's not just loss and mistakes, it's just what you're dwelling on. There were successes along the way, too. There was a harvest somewhere else. It's just this bush here is dry, right? So you're going to be processing your successes, and you're going to be much more controlling about where you invest. I love this. Okay. So that's what I have, collective, for the 1010 portal. Let's get an ancestor oracle message. If you're vibing with my content, then please leave me a thumbs up. Leave me a like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment, please. I love comments. I never get them. I'm available for personal readings and birth chart inquiries. My information is down below. Email, Venmo, and Cash App are in the description. I hope these messages are reaching you for your highest good. I hope the stuttering wasn't too bad. So what's changing? We're leaving behind what was a loss, right? And we're leaving behind the blame, the self-blame, because we've reached a milestone here with the World card, and we're letting go of that old cycle. It's also talking about reaping rewards and proceeding unburdened. Inside the portal, we may still be dwelling on disappointment. We may be a little bit hot-headed, or you may be encountering somebody who's hot-headed, who may have some words for you. This is a fighter, not a lover. Don't get involved with this person. They may be they may be coming in hot, but they're not coming in to stay. They're just coming to cause trouble. It's like somebody who wants to argue, right? We've got the eagle. Eagle energy, that is Aquarius energy. See from a higher perspective. Okay, let's find the eagle card. See from a higher perspective. It says, look at things from a different angle. Fly higher and see new possibilities. Eagle medicine swirls around you, encouraging you to recognize that your views or vision may be limited at this time. Is there a chance that you excuse me? Is there a chance that in your own desperation, needs, or ego, it could be blocking you from seeing the potential in your current situation? If there are other people involved, you're being guided to see things from everyone's perspective. If you're feeling the need for something to change, how can you take the higher road? Know that if you have intentions that aren't for the highest good, that may be warning you about that strings attached, right? Don't go into new things looking to control other people right away. Sorry. Where was I? If you're feeling the need for something to change, how can you take the higher road? Know that if you have intentions that aren't for the highest good, it will only hold you back. Ego medicine can help you change this. The ego brings the energy of healing and love directly from the heart of Father Sky, and invites you to do all things out of a place of love. So there definitely needs to be some kind of forgiveness here, whether of yourself or of other people disappointing you in that old cycle. Okay, don't bring that with you. If you function in a higher vibration, nothing, all that stuff from the past won't won't be on your level anymore. Okay? See from a higher perspective, forgive yourself, forgive others, let the past go, keep walking. Because you've got success on the way, but just make sure it doesn't make you it doesn't, I don't want to see, they're saying don't let it make you bitter. But why would success make you bitter? Don't let the success make you stingy, I guess. Okay, that's what I have for the portal reading. Thanks for sticking with me. I also have the What the Friday readings coming up. So until I see you again in the next reading. Okay, thanks. Bye.